Got to get one of these in. So Will and Ava, a couple of my subscribers, young couple, sent me a box of stuff. So this was one of them. Wanted to get this accomplished today. One of their reviews, because it's been a couple days, something like that. Excuse me, since I've done one. So this here is Chamoy freeze-dried. Chamoy freeze-dried candy. Satisfy your sweet tooth in fewer bites. SOW Good candy. That's what it says. SOW Good. Sow. Or is that so? No, it would be S-E-W. Sowing something and sowing seeds. Are they spelled differently? I think they are. These are freeze-dried sweet worms. Are my eyebrows doing anything? Hyper dried, hyper crunchy, hyper flavorful, hyper people. Did you get to look at the package very good? Very colorful. I've experienced some freeze-dried candies before. It's been probably a year or more. Let's see what it all says back here. Crunchier, tastier, long-lasting. We have a confection to make. Sometimes we just crave the classic candies to satisfy our sweet tooth. A little dilemma? The guilt of finishing an entire bag. Introducing our freeze-dried candies. The classics you love with a crunchy twist. Intensified flavor plus expanded size plus long-lasting equals fewer bites needed for your sweet fix. Freeze-dried candy. Semicolon. Why the hype? Hyper crunchy. Our sweet treats are crunchy, not chewy, and stick to your teethy. It says teethy on it, I swear it does. The inside expands, doubling or tripling in size, creating the perfectly lightweight, airy treat. Hyper dried. Freeze drying removes 99% of moisture from food, keeping our sweet treats just as crunchy, just as flavorful for years. Hyper flavor. Zero water dilution equals intensified flavor without being overpowering. Just sweet enough and just big enough to supply your sweet fix in a few pieces. I asked my son, I said, Jeremy, you want to review this with me? Nah. Okay. But he did pick out some stuff that he'll review with me. So this was not one of them. I think it was the Chamoy. But I thought he'd tried Chamoy before with me, with other Hispanic type of foods, candies, whatever. And I didn't think that he didn't like it. I like it. It's really good. It's a good Mexican candy. Chamoy is with it in the candies. So I don't know. Learn how our family is revolutionizing the snacking industry at www.thisissowgood.com. Let's see, calories is, 1.5 servings per container. So serving size is 1 ounce. So there's 100 calories in 1 ounce of this, and this is 1.5 ounces. Yeah, okay, so let's see, total fat, 0. Saturated fat, 0. Trans fat, 0. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 95 milligrams. Total carbs, 23 grams. Dietary fiber, 1 gram. Total sugars, 15 grams. Includes 15 grams added sugars. Protein, 1 gram. Calcium, 10 milligrams. And that's it. The ingredients is corn syrup, sugar gelatin, lactic acid, citric acid, pectin, salt, chili, fumaric acid, malic acid, artificial flavors, artificial colors. FD&C, red, number 40. What am I reading that for? Okay. All right, you ready? Let's check that. Where's my scissors at? Oh, where's my scissors at? I had somebody again today. It's been a while, but somebody I had a comment this morning on one of my chips. He says, "You cut your bags open with scissors? What the?" You know how many times I've told people about why I do that? I've replied to enough to the point where if I get that comment, I delete it. That's how many I've had. So if that's all they want to say is, you cut your bags open? You're stupid. And I just get rid of it. I don't explain it anymore. Eventually you just get tired of explaining it when it makes sense to yourself why you do it, and nobody wants to, ask you why you do it out of respect, respectfully. Why do you do that? Instead they want to insult, so then I don't spend no time on them talking to them about it, and just sweet, a little bit of sourness, a little bit of spiciness. I think I get that gelatin a little bit. That chamoy is coming through. That might be part of the. I think it's got a spiciness to chamoy, if I remember correctly. There's also chili in there. You smell that as well. It smells good. It smells like it's a little tropical. I don't remember did it say something about tropical? Because that's kind of the aroma I'm getting. It doesn't say that, but I see. I can't remember if I read it or not. It has a tropical aroma. This does have a Ziploc. That's cool. Okay, let's get a chunk of this out. Okay, here's. I just want to see if that's just a fluke or what, or if it's intentional. Let me just make sure. I'll show you why. I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't point this out, really. But that's heavy. Wow, that was heavy. No. Okay, the first one I pull out is it's shaped like that. So I didn't know if this was some kind of a joke candy. It didn't say joke candy on it, so it was just a fluke of a of a shape that came out like that. So anyway, I just had to make sure none of the other ones were shaped like that. But it was just weird that it was the first one I pulled out of there. All right, so here's what they look like. They kind of got, well, it looks like they got kind of a coating of chili powder, maybe. I think the orange color is kind of the chamoy color. I think it might be just a little bit darker than that, but I don't know. Smells good, has a sweetness. still get the tropical aroma a little bit, but not as much as when you just smell the whole bag. Okay, let's check it out. Sweet, sour, salty, chamoy, sugary. That's a hard crunch. Has that crystallized sugar kind of a thing going. Wow, it's, ooh. There's some spiciness on the back end. Sourness, I already said that, but sweet, sour, spicy, all kinds of things. It just gets stuck in your teeth just a little bit as you're chewing it, but it dissolves very quickly. That spiciness is really building. These are good. I have to be careful. I just had a tooth, one of my only chewer left over here, extracted a few weeks ago. So all I have is a back tooth over here. I don't have any chewers on this side. I have a lot of my ridge up here still left, but so I chew slow, carefully. I'm curious about this. This thing's heavy. That end right in here looks like it might be solid. I might not be able to eat this part. Let's see. Ooh, man. Yeah. That was... Yeah, that piece was... Ooh, that was like solid sugar or... Yeah, them little pieces they're not chewable. I can't. Those pieces are not dissolving in there. So that whole piece is the whole piece is not edible. Let me get another one. Now see that? I don't know, that might be all right. See that piece on the end? There we go. They got some different flavors coming off of them. Here, let me kind of go in here and get some. There's some green. See that green on there? Green and yellow. There's some deep orange. That might be like a lot of chamoy right there. Let's see what this is like. apple. Hey, apple. Ooh, wow. That's getting spicy. Man. So yeah, there's like some different flavors going on. You see, there's a lot of yellow there. Let's see if there's anything different in that. Lemon. I kid you not. There's different flavors within these colors. Wow, that's impressive. It's like they freeze dried them, and then there's like different flavors and mixtures, and they like one side they dip in that one, take it, dip in this one, or they might have a hold of it with a tool, not their fingers, but dipping them in different flavors, syrups or whatever. Sticky, it's a little sticky. Wow, I'm just curious. I think they mentioned something about just as flavorful for years. The Best By date 10/12 of 2027. There you go. Wow. That chamoy, that chili powder, the different flavors they got going on, where it's sweet, salty, sour, spicy, all those different things. It's impressive candy. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I'd give this a 5 for sure. Oh, sure. You gotta watch out for those harder pieces. Maybe you can, like, if you find those, you can just suck on them until they kind of dissolve out. You don't have bad teeth like me, so you don't have to waste it. So I'm looking for the more, lighter, crunchy stuff like that, and it's in here. So, but yeah, good stuff. I'd definitely give it a 5. Very flavorful. SOW Good candy. Is that the name of the company? This is SOWGood.com. SOW Good Incorporated. Yeah, sure enough. Interesting. Good stuff. The spiciness is kind of a medium. It doesn't get not too intense or anything, so if you don't really like real hot stuff, you don't have to worry about that. It's not like that. But it's good. Well, thank you, Will and Ava, for sending that. That's very interesting to experience that kind of stuff. Different flavors going on, different kind of candy. But yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye.